Hey everybody, hope you're well. Just want to take a minute to do a quick video on this Epiphone ES-339. It is a, for a budget guitar, is an amazing deal. I got this on a trade. It was just thrown into the deal to sweeten things out. I was trading a Les Paul Standard for a Telecaster Ultra, and the other guy threw this in saying that if it worked for me, it would work for him. And I said, okay, that maybe I'll throw it on Facebook just to sell it off, and make up the difference, or not sure. I got it all home. I played with the Telecaster. It was exactly what I expected. I pulled this out, took a good look at it, didn't think much of it, and then I started to noodle around, and I little by little was pretty taken back by what I was holding. I really didn't want to like it, and the more I played it, I couldn't put it down. And if I had to, matter of fact, every day, just about, I get a chance to pick up either the Tele or this one, and I pick up this one. And so, in my opinion, it says a lot. Now, I think there are a lot of things that contribute to that. First of all, is the playability on this is just fantastic. Now, I think the other guy must have had it set up, by a professional. He did change out and put locking tuners on here versus the original. I believe these came with more of a Kluson style plastic tuner, something a little bit cheaper, which tends to come on the Epiphones. These are Grover locking tuners. So there's just the twist back, which are great. I'm happy because a lot of times I want to change the tuners, and I just don't want to pay for them sometimes, and so I deal with it, and then I'll trade the guitar off and or sell it, and it'll never get locking tuners on it unless the next person does. But the setup on this guitar is fantastic. It plays. I wouldn't say the action is ridiculously low. I don't really actually care for anything too low, because I'm more of an acoustic player, and so a real super low action for me just tends to be a little bit just not my preference. I like it just as low as you can get it, and then just up a notch is kind of where I've decided that's best for me. Second is this neck apparently is rosewood. I can't confirm that. It is a 2016 model, and that neck is, I don't know if you can see that here, and I'll maybe take some close-ups, but that neck is black and rich, and dark and slick, and if you told me that this was ebony, I would definitely believe it. It is it looks just like some Taylors that I've had, and it's beautiful. I know there's another model of this guitar, I think another release that had more of like a Paul Ferro or Laurel, Indian Laurel, and it's light and kind of more of a milky, and it's just not, it just very light brown looking, and doesn't look very pleasing. This, however, and I've had another Epiphone that was the same way, is just unreal. Whatever they're doing with these necks, I don't care if it's whatever the material is, as long as it feels and plays like this, is fantastic. The neck is bound. It's got a little chamfer on it, so the neck is very comfortable. It's not sharp. It's very well done. there's not a whole lot to be said about anything negative as far as the neck and binding go. The frets are great. Honestly, nothing real sharp. I can play this one all day long. Fairly lightweight. I would say it's probably right around close to the 7-pound mark. It's not, you know, unusually light. It's exactly kind of what you would expect for a semi-hollow of this sort. But but man, in the hands, this guitar feels amazing. It's got a slick back, which is not really my favorite, but you know, you can take that down with a little bit of steel wool. The profile is a bit more like a slim C, or maybe almost a D. It does feel just maybe close to being a little flat on the back, but not a whole lot. It's probably more of a C. And very nice. I mean, not too chunky, very comfortable to play. So, I mean, I love it. The P90s in this, for any of you that don't have an experience with P90s, these are actually, I was surprised at how good they sounded. I have have a Reverend up here that's has a P90 in the neck, and it's a little stale to me. It's not really my favorite. It's not awful, but it lacks some character and that I would like for it to have. And I honestly would happily put one of these in there. They sound great. They're very punchy but articulate. They're very percussive, so you know, when I'm playing just by myself or with my wife, I lead worship at our church sometimes, and this does a great job of filling that sonic mix with you know, the hollow or the semi-hollow being kind of open and airy and resonant, but at the same time, man, it covers a lot of ground, and I can treat it almost more like an acoustic if I want to, but in a band mix, it really stands its own too. Otherwise, everything feels great. I don't really have much, you know, issues with scratchy pots or a switch. You know, I'm not gonna say it's perfect, but man, these things brand new on Sweetwater right now would be about $549 plus tax, and I don't know how to do it. I mean, there's some great deals out there for really cheap these days, but you know, you would sometimes price tag will you know, kind of cause you to maybe look at something else. And I'm gonna tell you now, if you can find one in this package with the darker rosewood or darker fretboard, and one thing I know they have an option with that has the E on there. I don't really care either way, but you know, I do like this one doesn't have that on the pick guard. But you know, all in all, it's fantastic. I would definitely tell you to take a look at it. And one thing I love about a semi-hollow is if you're wanting to play acoustically but don't want to make a ton of noise. I mean, you're hearing this off the camera, but it projects fantastic. So if you're more of a songwriter, or you just like to practice without making a ton of noise, fantastic. So anyhow, I'll plug it in, let you hear. I've got a Blues Junior that I'll play through and let you hear for yourself. I'll start on the neck and work my way down to the bridge. Mostly clean tones, but you know, just so you can kind of get a feel. But man, I really love this thing. So anyhow, take a listen. trying to record something. Anyhow, you know how it is. I could noodle around for quite a while, but if you're on the fence, I'd check it out. The 339 Pro is an incredible option if you want to add a semi-hollow. If you're like me, the 339, the 335 is just very big, in my opinion, and just was kind of a behemoth for an electric option. This makes it a little bit smaller, more compact. The jack is on the bottom, which is fantastic. I didn't really care for it on the face. I'm not crazy about the switch, the pickup switch location. I really wish that was more, you know, in a Les Paul location, kind of, you know, up here on the horn. But you know, I'm not doing anything crazy with the switch anyway. But if you're someone that you know likes it to be, you know, I don't know, maybe it's just not my favorite location. I'd like something a bit more, you know, identifiable, you know, in reach. But anyhow, yeah, it's fantastic. I couldn't be honestly more happy and surprised with this guitar. It's kind of the one I hate to love, and instead of loving to hate, and it'll probably stick with me for a little while. I'm not saying forever, but you know, it holds its own. So anyhow, if you got your own experience with them, I'd love to hear it. Most people that I hear that have had one, they're pretty thrilled about them. So let me know what your thoughts are. If you like this video, like, subscribe. I'll try to do more content like this, and hope to see you next time.